Pluto is a fascinating place. It's a small, icy world, billions of miles from Earth. For a long time, people called it our ninth planet, but in 2006, things changed. Scientists decided Pluto wasn't a regular planet anymore. They called it a dwarf planet instead. This caused a lot of debate. Some people were upset, they thought Pluto was being demoted, but the truth is, Pluto is still an amazing place. It's a reminder that our solar system is full of surprises. Pluto's story is full of twists and turns. It's a story of discovery, debate, and the ever-evolving nature of scientific understanding. So, let's take a journey to the edge of our solar system and learn more about Pluto. In the early 1900s, astronomers were looking for a ninth planet. They called it Planet X. They thought it was affecting the orbits of Uranus and Neptune. In 1930, a young astronomer named Clyde Tombaugh finally found it. He was using a telescope in Arizona. The discovery was huge news. People all over the world were excited. But there was a problem. What should they name this new world? An 11-year-old girl in England, Venetia Burney, suggested the name Pluto. She was interested in mythology. Pluto was the Roman god of the underworld, a fitting name for a dark and distant world. Pluto is very different from Earth. It's much smaller. In fact, it's even smaller than our moon. Pluto is also incredibly cold. The surface temperature is about -375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's because it's so far from the sun. Pluto is mostly made of rock and ice. It has a thin atmosphere made mostly of nitrogen. This atmosphere can freeze and fall to the surface as snow. Pluto has 5 moons. The largest, Charon, is so big that Pluto and Charon are sometimes called a double dwarf planet. Section 4. Dwarf Planet or Not. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union, or IAU, decided to redefine what it means to be a planet. They created 3 rules. First, a planet must orbit the sun. Second, it must be round because of its own gravity. Third, it must have cleared its neighborhood of other objects. Pluto follows the first 2 rules. But it doesn't follow the third. There are other objects in its orbit around the sun. So, the IAU decided Pluto wasn't a planet anymore. They called it a dwarf planet instead. This decision was controversial. Some scientists agreed with it, others didn't. Even today, people are still debating whether Pluto should be a planet again. Section 5. New Horizons explores Pluto. In 2006, NASA launched a spacecraft called New Horizons. Its mission to fly past Pluto and study it up close. After a 9-year journey, New Horizons finally reached Pluto in 2015. It was the first spacecraft ever to visit this distant world. New Horizons sent back amazing pictures and data. We saw Pluto's heart-shaped glacier, its towering mountains of ice, and its surprisingly complex atmosphere. The mission was a huge success. It taught us so much about Pluto and the outer solar system. Section 6. Pluto in our imagination. Even though Pluto is no longer considered a planet, it still holds a special place in our imagination. It's a symbol of the unknown, the vastness of space, and the power of human curiosity. Pluto has appeared in movies, TV shows, books, and even video games. It's a reminder that there's still so much out there to explore. And who knows, maybe one day we'll send another mission to Pluto to unlock even more of its secrets.